So now the question is, Kuya Francis, magkano ang nagastos ninyo sa China? Woo! Nakapaggastos ako ng 100.
It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being who's mama, yeah, do yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Come get your future. Know you wanna, she'll never betray ya. She ain't telling no lies. So break the glass ceiling. Find your meaning, make truth out of dream.
Hi there! It's me, Francis Candy, and welcome back to my channel. Kung bago kayo ba sa aking channel, huwag mong kalimutan mag-like, share, at mag-subscribe dahil nag-upload ako ng videos almost every day. Kunwari. And, for today's video, katatapos lang ng ating China vlogs. So, marami sa inyo nagtatanong ng mga tips, ng itinerary, ng mga hacks. And eto ba, for today's video, hayaan nyo i-share ko sa inyo yung application from visa to budget breakdown ng nagastos ko sa aming pag-visit ng kaibigan kong sa Sasa doon sa China. So, yung ginastos namin is hinati na namin yun by twos and hindi pa doon actually kasali sa nalista ko doon yung winidraw ko na pera. And more of that later. So for now, inuulit ko kung bago ka sa aking channel, please mag-subscribe ka na, like this video, and comment down below kasi kung meron kang tanong, masasagot natin yan sa comment section, okay? So i-follow mo na rin ako sa social media accounts at Francis Candy, sa Facebook, sa Instagram. Please! Okay, for today's video, ito, simulan muna natin sa Chinese visa. For the Chinese visa, ang application ng Chinese visa ay hindi na kailangan ng appointment. Tandaan mo ba, ito ay sa Noble Square, Ayala, Makati. Kasi merong Noble Square, meron ding Noble Plaza. So, nung nag-apply ako, nagpunta ako sa Noble Plaza. Tapos, naabutan ako ng cut-off kasi sa iba ako pumunta. So, Ayala to. Sa Ayala siya mismo. Pwede kayong magpagawa kung gusto ninyo. Ako, dahil DIY lang din naman siya, super dali. I would say, madali lang siya. Hindi kayo mahirapan. So, ito yung requirements ng visa papuntang China. Una is yung passport, yung bio page, yung last page, kung meron kayong old passport, kung meron kayong old Chinese visa, isama nyo na rin yun, and yung PH arrival record or yung e-travel. So, sa akin, pinakita ko yung e-travel para makita nila yung kailan ka huling lumabas at pumasok ng bansa. Next is yung application form. Para sa application form, ilalagay natin yung link sa comment section and you have to fill up that form online. Kailangan ba all caps, lahat malalaking letra, at kailangan hindi handwritten na kasi kailangan online siya pipilapan with no blanks. So pag meron kang hindi alam na ilalagay or not applicable, NA, ganyan na lang. Tapos pag i-print to sa A4, syempre ito yung mga details na kailangan, mahalaga to. Next is before you fill up actually the application form, kailangan meron kayong flight reservation kasi kailangan doon yung information noon, yung hotel booking and yung itinerary sa China. So prerequisite yon upon filling up the application form. So sa itinerary, kailangan nandun yung address and contact information ng tutuluyan ninyo. Yes, meron akong notebook para, 'di ba? Also, kailangan din ng dalawang 2x2 photo. People say na kailangan pareho, pero sa akin hindi magkapareho yung nilagay ko. Kasi yung nilagay kong picture online, so yung 2 years ko lang ginagamit. Pareho pa rin naman yung mukha ko. So, tinanggap naman nila, tapos iba lang yung printed picture ko, tinanggap pa rin naman nila. Kailangan din ng bank cert and bank statement. And mahalaga doon makikita sa bank cert yung inyong average daily balance. Kaya hindi to a matter of gaano kalaki yung laman, pero gaano kalaki yung daily average, average daily balance. Yung usual, magkano yung laman talaga ng account mo. And yung statement of bank statement, yung iba 3 months lang, pero ako usually 6 months na para walang problema. ITR and certificate of employment. Sa certificate of employment, andyan na naka-include yung salary, yung position mo, kung kailan ka na-hire para makita nila ang tagal sa company na to, yung office address, yung HR contacts, and syempre kung wala ka namang COE, meron kang business, DTI, or yung SEC or yung SEC. For first-timers, wala silang expedite, and yung processing is 4 or 5 days. Walang appointment, pupunta ka lang doon, kuha ka ng queue number, papasok ka sa loob, o-offeran ka nila kung gusto mo ng VIP or not. Ako kumuha ko ng VIP, and then sabi nila, mas maganda kasi magkaroon ng para 1/8 yung VIP. Para sa akin, okay naman yung VIP para ma-priority ka din agad. Kasi minsan, sobrang haba. Like, nung ako, actually kumuha ko ng VIP, parang hindi ko naman pala kailangan dahil parang pangatlo ko sa pila. So, nung pagkuha ko naman ng nung gamit, na-realize ko, kahit parang pangatlo ka, pwedeng tumagal lang 2 hours kasi kasabay mo nag-apply mga agency. So, maramihan din yung bitbit nila. I personally would recommend you to apply with VIP para if ever magkaroon ng problema. Tulad sa akin, actually, on my application, ang nangyari is nagkabaliktad pala sa application form ko yung first name at saka yung surname. So, tinawagan agad nila ako. Kasi kung hindi, paano? I'd sign yung application. So, ang nangyari, tinawagan nila ako para ayusin yun. At within the day, naayos ko din naman. Kaya hindi ako nagka-problem. Ito lang yung ating paalala na walang refund in case na ma-deny yung ating visa. Pero, feeling ko naman makakapasa ka, be. And, going to itinerary, eto, babe. So, before we proceed on my itinerary, ito ba yung akin na-discover if ever you will travel in China. And I am partnering with them. Kaya naman, be, eto yung discover ko na Easy Go China. At dahil nga nagbabala kaming bumalik ng China, kwento sa akin ni Sasa na nalaman niya itong Easy Go China na pwede namin gamitin para hindi na kayo ma-lost next time pag nag-travel kami ng China. This is a self-guided tour app for foreigners who are traveling in China. And natawa ako kasi bagay na bagay siya para sa mga tulad ko na hindi mahilig sumama sa mga tour group. So this is best para sa atin na gustong DIY, gusto mo ikaw lang, wala kang hinahabol na schedule. And ito yung mga meron dito sa app na ito. First is they have a multi-language support. Merong English, French, Italian, German, and so on, Chinese. And ito pa. Second is they have a built-in route navigation. So if you're gonna use the app, it has its own voice-guided step-by-step route to your whereabouts na it's like having a local friend or like a tour guide in your pocket, in your app. Dahil kung hindi mo alam, hindi gumagana ng maayos ang Google sa China, be. It's really like having a tour guide, but not in a tour group. And third is, the itinerary and the suggestion or the recommended information sa mga restaurants and kakain kayo is already here. Naalala nyo na kumain kami ng hotpot sa Chongqing? Naku, be, kung meron lang kaming ganito dati, edi sana nalaman namin kung ano yung pagkain nila, paano kainin yun, ano yung ingredients nun, at hindi kami na-stress. They will tell you in the app kung paano nila niluto, of how they cook it, the recipe, and it's really important because sometimes you'll be crazy like what's in it, especially to those who have allergies. It's so important to know what's in the food, and sometimes it's hard to communicate, especially with locals. And Google Apps, Google Translate, no. So I really recommend this app to you guys. Soon I will come back. I will use this app to go to places. Kasi instead of paying for tour guides, tours, mamadaliin kayo, I think with this app, you'll be able to navigate China in less hassle, more convenient, and efficient way. At sobrang easy lang gamitin ng kanilang app. Like, you have just to click it. Of course, you need to sign in. So once you open the app, you will see a map and you can decide kung saan ka pupunta, kung sa Shanghai, Beijing, and so on. At meron pa sila ditong China Starter Pack kung saan makikita mo ang iyong survival kit sa China from language, transportation, internet, and so on. From here, makikita mo na yung mga available na tours na pwede mong gawin. And just for $999, pwede mo nang i-level up yung travel mo dahil isipin mo, napakamahal ng flight papuntang China para hindi mo ma-maximize yung tour mo dito. The point here is, sometimes when you're traveling and you don't know the things, you will just research it after, or sometimes, like me, I don't have time to research before going there. So this is really good. And you will already have the details, information about the tours that you want to do. Like if you're gonna go to the market, at least you will have idea on what are you gonna see, what is this, what is that. It's all in your app. Hindi mo na kailangan ng kasama. Especially this works best para sa mga introvert na nagta-travel. Diba? Hindi naman lahat kayang makisama sa group. Sometimes you have to go on your own, be with yourself, and explore it on your own. Sometimes it's so hard to ask sometimes. So this app really works best for people like us. So ito guys yung sample, like bibigyan kanya talaga ng route. So ayan, after mo sa 1, now you're gonna go to 2. So wow. Next sa 2. Oh. If you choose the bus, try to arrive at blah blah blah. Okay, best. Wow, breakfast options. Even breakfast, if you want a quick breakfast there, McDonald's and Tasty China Burger nearby. Wow, like you can just use the app and go from places to places. And with the information pa. Next time, I have to use this talaga when I get back to China. Honestly, this makes traveling to China easier. Like, you won't really need to have a lot of researches, a lot of planning. Kasi with this app, you can just go there, buy the tours, click, 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 click. You'll have the information. You will appreciate more the experience of exploring China by yourself. And ang sarap pag nagawa mo yun by yourself. Now, let's go to our itinerary. For our itinerary, we were given like 15 days to go in China, but we decided to use until 13 days. Or yung pang 14th actually namin is flight na namin eh. So, and yung flight namin is madaling araw. So, let's say like this. So, para sa aming day 1, dumating lang muna kami ng China. It's just arrival. Wala akong ginawa. Nagpahinga lang talaga ako. Day 2, nagpunta kami ni Sasa sa Olympic Garden, Olympic Park. Oo, yung sa may Nest, sa may... You get there. And then, pumunta ako sa 3rd day naman sa Great Wall. Sa part ng Great Wall kami nagpunta. Mutianyu. And we did it by ourselves. And like sabi ko nga, it's better to do it yourself as well. Kasi sa mag-tour ka, so you will have enough time to take pictures and enjoy the place. 4th day namin, that's when we went to Chongqing via train. So yung train na nasakyan namin dahil at the night before kami pumunta ng Chongqing was the night we planned everything and wala na kaming available train na bullet. So we had a regular train that took us there for more than 24 hours, excluding the time from leaving the hotel until we reached the next hotel. Let's say we left 11. The next day, we arrived at the hotel at 5 p.m. Ganong katagal. And then, the next day, or that day of arrival is just rest kasi dumating kami hapon na. 6th day is pumunta kami na doon ng Lishiba Station, yung train na dumadaan sa loob ng building. Then, we went to Cushing Building. Yung Cushing Building, yung nasa taas, sa 22nd floor, 25th floor, ground. Where is the ground floor? Yeah. And then, we went to Daija Ali, Yabi Budao, or what we call like cyberpunk. Pero for our first day there, nag-picture lang kami, ganyan. And kumain kami. Pinanood din namin yung napakaganda nilang light shows and the drone shows. We went back there the next day. But for that 7th day, so we went first in Guangyu Square. Tama, Guangyu Square to do a little shopping. Doon namin nakuha yung mga kung anik-anik na brand nila. And then we went back to our hotel, from our hotel, just to refresh. And maraming bit-bit na shopping eh. So, binalik mo namin sa hotel. And then, we went to cable car. From the cable car to Nan'an. And then, when we got there, naglakad-lakad kami. Doon si Sasa napilay. And then, we decided na bumalik doon sa Cyberpark para doon sa viral motor trend video. So, doon lang yun matatagpuan sa harap nung Daijia Ali. My pronunciation, guys, is very wrong. So, I'll just include it here. And Cyberpunk. Basta makikita nyo yun. The next day, for our 8th day, that's when we went to Zhangjiajie. So, sa Zhangjiajie, ano lang din, travel lang yung araw na yun. Check out kami ng 9. Tapos, ang train namin nasa 11, I think. Tapos, nakarating kami ng Zhangjiajie ng mga 5 or 6 p.m. So, of course, we have some works to do. Nagpahinga din kami. Then the next morning, that's when we went to the Avatar Mountains. So for the Avatar Mountains, whole day yon. Mamaya ako bibigay sa inyo yung listahan ng breakdown ng ginastos namin and yung total. The next day, on our 10th day, nagpunta na kami ng Tianmen Mountain. Doon naman namin sa Tianmen Mountain na-realize na supposedly that morning was our train ride to Shanghai. Kaya naman nag-book din kami ora-orada on that moment na parang, oh my God. First is we have to pay for the hotel kasi we left our stuff there. And then, we booked the ticket that moment also so we can fly that night to Shanghai. Shanghai, for our first day in Shanghai or our 11th day sa China, we went to the Bund. We went first to the shopping area and then we went to the Bund, and from the Bund na-realize namin na for Shanghai to have a party to travel, like to meet other people, and especially for Sasa nga, like that's our main goal. Like, we are looking for Mr. Right, ang ilalagay nating icing sa ibabaw ng iyong cupcake. So we went to the pub crawl, and luckily the pub crawl was nice. We really enjoyed it, and I'll give you the tea. Wag ka na muna manood sa parents niya. Siya ang nag-uwi ng corona, and I must say the party in Shanghai may not be the best in the world, but the quality of party in Shanghai is nice. Like, it's really good. Mag-enjoy talaga kayo. Like, it's not that crowded, so mas mag-enjoy kayo as compared to Bangkok na sobrang dami. Ma-overwhelm ka. China, it's just more intimate and smaller groups, so you'll have more fun. Then the next day, with the hangover, we went to Disneyland. And then after the Disneyland also, we went to the Bund. Kasi sabi ko, hindi natin nakita yung Bund ng gabi. So we have to go there and see the beauty of Bund at night. Then the next day, for our 13th day, we're still tired. Like, super pagod kami. A little bit rest. We went to Nanjing for a little bit of shopping. And then, ang flight namin is at 1 a.m. of the next morning. So, I just decided that it's weekend na mas maganda, pumunta na lang kami ng maaga sa airport dahil baka ma-traffic pa kami or what. Dahil nakatakot ang traffic sa China, you'll never know. And so, mga 6 p.m., pumunta na kami ng airport for our flight na 1 a.m. para doon na lang kami tumambay and decompress. So, now the question is, Kuya Francis, magkano ang nag-asos ninyo sa China? Woo! Now, this is the list ng nagastos namin. Hindi ko na siya hinati-hati, guys. Pero, ang total ng nagastos namin, based sa app, hindi dito kasama yung winidraw kong Chinese money in the beginning. Siguro, nag-withdraw ko ng, let's say, 5,000 yuan. Nakapaggastos ako ng 122,178.75 pesos. Ito yan, guys, para makita ninyo ano yung ginastusan ko from, usually, ano na naman yan pamasahe sa DD or sa taxi, ganyan. Alipay para sa usually pagkain, hindi naman ako bumibili ng kung anik-anik, guys a little bit of shopping. Bumili pala ako ng shopping dyan dahil bumili ako ng maleta, bumili ako ng mga damit, pang OOTD, na para mag-fit yung itsura ko sa China. And then, yung tour namin, ang tour na lang naman na binook namin is Zhangjiajie lang naman. And then, yung Shanghai. And, actually, wala pa dito yung plane ticket ko. Yung plane ticket ko, wala pa dito. Yung mas mahal, actually. Pero, nonetheless, more or less, umabot ako ng more or less, siguro, 150,000 pesos for 13 or 14 days in China. Pero, mas makakatipid kayo niyan. Medyo magastos lang ako dahil makain ako. And, madidi kami, mataxi kami, ganyan. And, ma-shopping din ako. So, mas makakatipid kayo on your own. And, if you're gonna travel in China, sabi ko nga, best, I'll say it again, download EasyGo app China to maximize your visit in China it's not every day that you're gonna see the greatness of China. So once you go there, make sure you're able to really explore, try, and experience China for what it's worth. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sana meron kayo natutunan. And comment down below kung meron pa kayo tanong. And I'll see you again on the next adventure. This is Mika Day saying, when you smile, don't say cheese, say big cheese. Wag mo kalimutang i-follow ako sa social media accounts at Francis Canday. And don't forget to love yourself like someone you want to love, because you deserve that kind of love. Until next time, bye-bye! And also thank you for Easy China for sponsoring this video. Bye-bye!